Today RVNL were here at Velsao level crossing, and they wanted to barricade these areas. Now, as one can see, this is the right of way of the people, of all the villagers, and they are here, to block the area and putting up this fencing as a measure of, they are saying it is a measure of safety. But what about the rights of the local villagers here? We are here at Goencho Ekvott, and we had a discussion with them because this matter out here is sub-judice at Velsao. The matter is in court, and unless RVNL or Southern Western Railway gets the consent of the local authorities, that the Panchayat, we will not allow any fencing work out here. So one can see this is a motorable Kacha road that the people have been using for generations. And imagine the plight of all the local residents here, and this area will be out of limits. These are landlocked area, local residents here, and this area will be out of limits. These are landlocked areas. One side has a railway, and on the other side there are the fields, and this is the only access to these houses that you can see here. Now, and this is the railway line. On both sides there are local residents residing. So we have intervened in this matter, and now they are taking their material back. They understand that the matter is sub-judice, and they cannot go ahead with their plans of fencing this area. Such arbitrary decisions by the railways in this matter, and now they are taking their material back. They understand that the matter is sub-judice, and they cannot go ahead with their plans of fencing this area. Such arbitrary decisions by the railways will never bear fruit until and unless there is benefit for the local residents. All this thing is done in the name of double tracking. We know it is for double tracking. They want to fence off this area so that they can lay the second line. People of Kansali, Velsao, Arosing, Uttarda, Pale-Issorcim will never ever allow the double tracks to be laid here. That's our commitment. Today we had an issue at the Velsao railway crossing wherein the contractor employed by RVNL started barricading the area. This area is the right of way of the local residents and also to the villagers who have access to their farmlands, to the coconut plantation, to the paddy fields, to the ponds and the lakes nearby. We as Goencho Ekvott do not understand what is that RVNL want to impose upon us. Do they think that we are some people living like in shanties, in like to be ghettoed, barricaded in our own land? Don't we have a right as citizens of this great nation, India, to live peacefully? Do we have to inhale their fugitive coal dust day in and day out, fall sick, and there's nobody to take care of our senior citizens? What is happening here? Does the local MLA understand, or does he even intervene? The answer is no. Nobody bothers about us. We are left on our own. The villagers sadly are left on their own. But here we reiterate that we at Goencho Ekvott, along with the local panchayat, the South Western Railway doesn't own land in these areas. This land belongs to the villagers as a right of way, where they have their access to their houses, to their farmlands, to the lakes and the water bodies, other water bodies. And our ancestors were gracious enough to allow the then railway authority in 1890s to lay the railway tracks. This land was never sold nor gifted. Let it be very, very clear to the government of Goa and to the railway authorities.